We'll be taking a look at some of these pictures where we have seen Harry was filming themselves. They were trying to protect their privacy. Okay, I take that back. He was actually exposing their privacy. He was exposing everything, what was happening inside that car, inside the cab. Let's take a look at the first one. Of course, you can see clearly, very clearly, that he was holding a camera. Yes, his iPhone right here. And he was filming the whole thing. We'll talk about what happened, why that happened in a second, but let's take a look at this camera holding of Hattie inside of a cab. And then you see she is also acting very well. I mean, these are all part of the plan that they knew that they had this paparazzi who they hired, who they paid to chase them, to follow them, and then make a statement saying that, oh my God, something big happened. These people came. We did not know where they were coming from, who they are, these paparazzi, and made a big drama. She is taking part in that acting very well. Of course, we know she is a bad actress, and this is why she could never make a name for herself in Hollywood. But in this situation, I must give her some credit. She did make it look real, but we all know this is not real. These are all fake. Now, she is looking at what? She is looking at what? I mean, your husband is filming here, right? You should be thinking about that. Normal reaction when you are in this kind of situation is that you actually become very curious, if you are genuine, what your husband is doing, not looking away from him and looking at your mother who was doing really nothing. What was she doing? They did not call 911 for 2 hours, according to their spokesperson. If she was really not calling 911, if she had really no role to play in that situation, she was really just a person happened to be there. The main person, the main guy should be in this situation, of course, the husband, and he is filming, but look at Meghan. She is looking away from him. It means she is trying to tell us, oh, it all happened so naturally. I was not even focused. I mean, we did not plan taking making videos together, because otherwise people will know. They will become very suspicious. So this backfired, this acting backfired, but she was doing some acting there without a shadow of a doubt. And then you have Harry holding the phone and filming everything. Guys, as I said in the beginning of this video, this guy, he wants privacy. This is why he left UK. He went to US with his family. He's exposing his privacy because these videos can be used by the paparazzi, by the media, for future chase if that happens ever. I mean, they will make another up, but if that happens in real life, then the paparazzi, the media will know what to do, how they will react, how they will behave, and that they will try to hide themselves next time, because otherwise this guy, this little baby boy, he will record everything. Right? What is my camera? What is my camera? Let's take a look at the next picture, and then we'll come back maybe on this one again. But I want to zoom in a little bit more so that you can see for yourself. Okay, so this is the guy. His cell phone is with him. All right, he was holding his phone and he was filming the whole situation, the whole thing, the whole encounter that did not happen. I mean, the way they describe it didn't happen, but he had to do it because, again, he wanted to protect his privacy. Okay, I take that back again one more time, to expose his privacy. In fact, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so this picture, let's zoom out a little bit. Here you can see clearly that this person, okay, this little baby, he was holding his camera. He was so focused on his camera, he forgot about everything. So this is the camera, if you don't see it yet. This is the camera. He's filming everything, and his wife, again, not looking at the camera, not looking at him, because she is so worried people will find out. So she was focused on her mother for really no reason. Again, as I said, she was not calling 911, nothing. She was doing nothing. What she was doing, I don't know. And then you have this guy looking so serious and so nervous, because, again, they have to pretend, they have to act, otherwise people will not believe. So holding camera, we can see it from this very clearly. Now, I will mention to you some very important and at the same time disturbing details in a second. Okay, why I'm reporting on this. This is very disturbing. And let's take a look at the next one, the next picture. So this is where they were, okay, for the Woman of Vision Award. And again, faking the whole thing. The moment, guys, the moment I saw these pictures, I knew they were faking it. I knew, because his attitude, his behavior around her attitude, the whole thing, there was something off. All right, so we have seen this, for example, this picture where I mentioned was behind her, and she had no idea that she was married to this guy. I mean, she was acting like, oh, this guy doesn't matter. She was completely oblivious, and she was obsessed with her fan base. Whoever was there, I don't know who will go there, but she was so obsessed with the paparazzi, with the camera. She wanted to pay all her attention to those people, to those things, so that her picture will come on the front page. She totally forgot her husband. She was like, yeah, I don't know, the puppy is behind me. I don't care. What I care is the camera. I want to be in the front page. So she was so obsessed with that. And again, faking the whole thing. Again, one more time. Now let's fake it together. This is the fake it together moment. Now, this thing was part of the Netflix docu-series. Basically, they were in this car, and they alleged, again, false claim, somebody was following them, the paparazzi, and they were so anxious. When a lot of people did their investigation, they found out there was no paparazzi at all. In fact, they showed a completely different video clip from a different video. I think it's from Hollywood, Harry Potter. And they claim, oh, this is what the paparazzi was doing. These are the people, when there was nobody in real life. They copied and pasted it and made it their own story. Perhaps that triggered Harry to make this time look like it really happened. Of course, it did not. I mean, 2 hours chase in New York City? No way. Okay, so this is again another picture that came on Netflix docu-series. They were talking about this. Look behind us, somebody's following us, and blah, 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 blah. That didn't happen. Let's take a look at this video clip, because they made some very, very interesting comments right here, and then we will be talking more about this, but definitely this is very, very interesting.
The press was fed. And also you look at the paparazzi pictures, which we're not going to show, but you can see Prince Harry is visibly very angry, and he is holding his iPhone up, and he is filming the paparazzi photographers.
There we go. So the footage will be in the next Netflix documentary, because Harry is basically filming it himself. Yeah. That's what this is as well. This is a trailer for the next series.
Yeah. And if you remember,
I do not disagree with her. I cannot, simply because of what they have done in the past, Meghan and Harry. They did film everything for Netflix. They wanted to sell their victimhood. They wanted to monetize everything. So this time he was ready. In addition to exposing his own privacy, he also wanted to make money. I mean, there was no privacy. He knew he will be doing this. Harry knew that he would be filming it. But the main purpose behind this was to sell this footage to Netflix or some other streaming company, or maybe making their own movies, who knows, to make more money. Guys, this was all set up. He knew from day one what he will be doing. It did not happen just haphazardly. Let's take a look at this news article, because I find this to be talking a lot more in details what was happening. Then you can actually at the same time see for yourself some very, very interesting facts at the same time. This one is claiming Prince Harry Meghan Markle will hand paparazzi chase footage to NYPD. So when I was reading this article, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I read the article, okay, from top to bottom. There was not a single time it mentioned that NYPD asked them to hand over any footage from Harry's phone. Never. I did not read anything like that. If you did, let me know. Why would you volunteer those photos to NYPD? Well, that is because they want to cover up their own fakeness. They want to tell people, you know what? I did the right thing. I was smart to film everything. I'm talking about Harry, because that way now I can hand over all of this to the police, to the cops. Okay, so he took picture of his own as the evidence to present to the NYPD. At the same time, this is even more interesting. Why somebody would film themselves being chased by paparazzi? Would they not be worried about how to get to a safe place? I mean, instead of filming, I mean, my main concern would be, hey, can you get us to a safer place? We don't feel safe here. Why in the world would something like this come to your mind, where you say to yourself, oh, no, we need to film it. I need to film it. And especially that there are so many closed-circuit cameras from which New York NYPD can easily find out what was happening. He still filmed it. It doesn't make any sense. If he did not film it, according to Harry, he was he believes that it would have never happened. I mean, the police will never find out. This is the level of like common sense he has. This is the level of understanding he has about how police security works. I mean, he is jeopardizing his own safety, his own security by filming this kind of videos, and on top of that, volunteering to give it to NYPD, making it look like he did the right thing, because his fan base will be like, yeah, Harry was such a smart man. And on top of all of this, why in the world something like this would come to your mind? Instead of getting to a safer place, instead of getting home, you are thinking about filming it. Of course, you want to sell these photos to Netflix and so many other media outlets to make more money. It is never ever about privacy. It was never ever privacy in the past, and it will never be about privacy in the future. This is all bogus. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider to subscribe, because most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're one of them, consider to subscribe. See you in the next video.